Yo, how's everybody doing out there? Welcome back to Get Well Soon, the Red Pill content of Welly F, aka Moriarty. You already know what time it is. I think it's important to address my very few followers about something that kind of came to me as I was on my evening walk. And I think it's something important to address just based on the fact that it's an individual theory that I have that to me resonates with both male and female, but obviously this is a pro male page, and I just like to speak on something that truly affects us as men, and that is men should not seek validation from other men or women. Your validation should come from within, and that should always be the case, and it should always be the case. I know that we're conditioned to think that we're incomplete unless we are on the tit of a woman or can brag about a vagina count that we have that doesn't matter at the end of the day because, like I said, the validation should come from within where you are in life. If you are not grateful for that position that you're in, or if that position that you're in currently does not make you happy or does not bring you contentment, then okay, you need to make adjustments, do what you need to do to reach that level of satisfaction in your life. But that satisfaction shouldn't come at the behest of a woman telling you, oh, that is not enough. You need to do more. It shouldn't even come with guys that are possibly a part of a movement or a frat telling you, oh no, that's not how we do things. Oh no, that's not really red pill. That's not really MGTOW. Like, shut up. I don't give a damn what you guys are doing. I know that what I'm doing at the end of the day, it's going to be what makes me complete, because I am responsible for me. If I take your advice and then I fail and I come back to you and say, hey man, you gave me some shitty advice, bro, what you gonna do? More than likely, whatever crap you subscribe to, you're gonna look at me and be like, well, that's not that way. Shut up. As an individual man, we all need to understand something. Accountability is something that we cannot shift onto other people. Accountability is not something that we have the luxury of acting like it doesn't exist. Men will always be held accountable. So therefore, as a man, you better have your ducks in a row when it comes down to taking full-on accountability for some bullcrap that you put yourself into. I say all this to say, I understand that a lot of us has been conditioned to think that sucking the teat of some woman is supposedly the end-all be-all. I'm here to remind you that it is not. So once again, I personally say, screw your validation. I do not need it. Every mistake that I have ever made in my life, guess who had to deal with the consequences? That's right, it's me. So, if you're out there looking for an answer, looking for a group, looking for a brotherhood, you're not going to find one. They don't exist. It's all a myth to play on your heartstrings to make you think that, oh yeah, we got your back. No, they don't. For the most part, most of these movements, most of these groups, they're really just there for you to bounce ideals off of. You might find people that you can relate to, but in the end, you are on your own. None of those guys are coming to save you. So when you are in the midst of this craze of wanting to be a part of some movement or revolution, it doesn't even matter. Because in the end, it is on you. You could take shows like The Walking Dead, and since everybody is so enamored by this apocalyptic doomsday mindset, take these situations at hand and understand when it's all said and done, a lot of these people are in survival mode. When one person dies, they don't die, they keep on moving, because in reality, it's about them surviving. If the strongest person in my group survives, yeah, cool. That's a better chance for me to stay alive. But I better try to get to his level of strength very soon, his level of survival very soon, because it's a good chance that either I'm not going to be here or they're not going to be here. And obviously when I say they're not going to be here, it's meaning I'm going to be on my own. So I better know how to survive by my damn self. Our parents tried to teach most of us that. Our parents tried to relay that message to us. A lot of people hate the idea like, oh, it's messed up that parents got us out the house at 8 or 18, 19. To be honest with you, the sooner the better. There are a lot of people out there that are old as hell and they're still surviving only because they have that golden parachute, which is their parents. And they know that the longer they stick it out, it's a good chance they may get some inheritance money. They may be able to spend a little bit more frivolously because they have that golden parachute. But for me, the easier, and not even the easier, it's all about a parent being able to teach their child and do it in an efficient way into putting them into the real world and realizing you cannot pretend or even think that you can survive with us being your golden parachute for 40 and 50 years. That is not reality. So once again, I just want you to understand that eventually you're going to be on your own. And a lot of your decision making is going to be based off of the fact that you were able to do certain things on your own for so long. When it came to that time to actually execute, you're able to execute because you've already done so much on your own. I hope that makes sense. But you just need to understand, you don't need validation from anybody. I'm not trying to tell anybody, don't stay with their parents, blah. I'm just letting you know that eventually survival mode is going to be at play. And if you're not ready to face the real world on your own, which is inevitable, then you are lying to yourself. And as a man, you need to understand that, because men, naturally, we don't have that golden parachute. We don't get to move the goalpost. We don't have society backing us up and coddling us when we get ourselves into detrimental situations. So, I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what your thoughts are when you come to this page. Yeah, hit the like button, rate, subscribe. I love all that. I'm glad you want to hear my thoughts. But understand something. The things that you feel and the way that you live is not going to dictate the way that I think and feel. I'm sorry. I really don't care. Your validation means nothing. Your attention may act as a form of currency, because sometimes it may make me feel like I'm saying the right thing, but even if you don't think it's the right thing, I'm still going to say it, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it again. So, I hope you guys are surviving this pandemic. I understand that most of us feel like hamsters on a wheel. I know that most of us have already accepted the fact that we are guinea pigs to a global world order. And all I have to say is, push through and be aware that it may not get better, but you can get better. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, I know I slid it in there earlier, but make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. And until we meet again.